What's up, people? I am back for another video. Sorry if it's crazy I do a video at 3 a.m., but I dozed off, so I had to do it here now. So today we're reviewing, in my opinion, probably one of the greatest creature features that still holds up today. We're reviewing the original Gremlins. I will be doing Gremlins too, but I might just do that one after because I don't remember. I'm trying. I'll probably look if it is a holiday film. I'll do it like next week, but because I'm trying to keep up with the theme of Christmas movies. So, and I don't really remember if the second one is one or not. I'm leaning more on it isn't. So I'll just do it like after Christmas. So, but I will for sure do Gremlins too. But Gremlins, the original, is just it's such a simple story, you know. A dad gets his son a gift in the Mogwai, and the rules are easy to understand. Like, oh, don't feed them after midnight. Don't That's the main one, but don't expose them to water, and then don't expose them to sunlight or light in general. I think that's like the thing about this movie that works. It's just such a simplicity. In the way it like starts off, you think it's this cutesy movie, and then you see that it's not. And then because you see that what they evolve into. Well, because accidentally, and then you have Corey Feldman. The cast is pretty fun. It's a fun all around movie, and I really like. For me, my favorite part of the movie has always been when the Gremlins start causing havoc, and just my favorite scene is them at like the movie theater, like all of them at the movie theater, just taking it over. Yeah, I've always had fun with that scene. Stripe is probably like the most iconic looking gremlin next to Gizmo, I would say. But yeah, and the connection between Billy and Gizmo is definitely one of the best parts of the movie. Um, Very simple movie, and I think that's why movies back then for me always worked, and also the pacing. It gets going, like it goes pretty quick. Like I wouldn't say there's a slow mo. Like if I had to say it was a quote unquote slow moment in the movie, it's like maybe in the beginning, but even then, I don't think so. I think it gets going quick. Like, yeah, you see that what Billy that he works at a bank and he's dealing with this bitchy old fucking cunt of a fucking old lady. But then it gets going. And yeah, he gets once he gets Gizmo, like it goes because not long after that he gets exposed to water, and then we see them. You get the others, and then you see them eat after midnight. Yeah, it gets going. It gets going pretty quick. So, yeah. Tomorrow, my soul died already. My soul's already kind of dead because I watched The Happening not that long ago. I figured just watch it now and just go in raw. My God, The Happening is objectively might be the worst movie ever made. I personally would argue Rise of Palpatine just because of what it did to Star Wars as a franchise. But this is just objectively the worst movie ever made. The acting is, oh my God. And you wouldn't think this is the same guy who made, like, in my opinion, two of the best movies in Signs and in Unbreakable, and it's like the same guy made this. Yeah, I mean, I'll go more into it tomorrow, but the dialogue, like, it is everything wrong. So I'll be talking about that tomorrow. But yeah, let's get into a good movie now. With Gremlins. So, oh, and I didn't even mention. Yeah, I watched The Mean One. That's another one that I'm like, I really wanted to be good in like a fun schlocky way, like Jack Frost was. This wasn't. This was so bad. I don't understand what they were doing. Like, the Grinch was played by the guy who played Art the Clown, and you could tell they probably just told him to play it like that because Grinch did not speak one bit of no words. It was weird. It was like, because Grinch does talk. I mean, one of the best things about the Jim Carrey version is how charismatic he was and how many just funny lines he has. No, he has none in this, and I'll go more into it I'm gonna review it for sure on Sunday. I'm gonna rip it apart. It is bad. It is essentially, this movie could have just been a YouTube short film. It didn't need to be a whole film. But anyway, I'll go more into that on Sunday. But let's get into Gremlins now. Still a 10 out of 10 film for me, like easily one of the best creature feature films. So, but anyway, cheers. And one of the best Christmas movies too. Actually, when the whole film's basically getting a gift. There's a gift gone wrong, but and I would say it's a case where all ages can watch it. Like, you can put this on with your kids, and you'll understand like the adult jokes, but then the kids will just like the little creature moments. So, but the movie opens up. We see Peter, who's Billy's father. Yeah, and I'm assuming it's like Chinatown. Go to Mr. Wing's shop. Wants to find a gift for his son for Christmas. And his son, who works at a bank, is having like basically dealing with this bitchy old lady who basically doesn't like his dog. So he gets his son Billy a pet called a Mogwai, who it's explained to him that you can't expose them to water, you can't expose them to light or sunlight, and the biggest one, don't feed them after midnight. It's one thing about it too, easy rules to understand. Like, it's a theme like throughout the film, and it's one of those things I love. It sets up, they set up something and pay it off. Like, oh, that's what they set this up, and you know why, and then you know why. So he takes the Mogwai home to his son Billy. And I didn't remember this, but the actor who played Rosewood from the Beverly Hills Cop movies is in this for like a quick second, but then, so they go to gives Billy Gizmo, and this is where we're first introduced to Gizmo, and the special effect, the practical effects, I really love in this movie. Like, that's one of the things, like, watching this yesterday, I mean, even as a kid, but watching this yesterday, I'm like, my God, I really love the effects. I love just how, like, simple it was. It does make me really do miss practical. So yeah, Peter tells Billy the rules about the Gremlins. Then Corey Feldman shows up, and yeah, man, I like when you really realize, like, dude, Corey Feldman was everywhere from like 1984 to like 86, like, because I mean, same year was Friday Part 4. It was the same because it was 84 when this came out. Next year, I think, yeah, the very next year he'd be in the Goonies, and then the year after that, I think he'd be in Lean on Me. It's like, jeez, like, Corey Feldman was in like everything when you really realize, like, holy shit, he was in a lot of movies. Nothing wrong with that. I think for a kid actor at the time, yeah, I would definitely say he's pretty good. So, and I feel like he didn't, and I didn't feel like he just played Tommy. So I feel like at least he changed it up in this one. Or I don't remember which came out first, but so his friend accidentally spills water on Gizmo, which exposing him to water makes him multiply like crazy. And I really love from the jump, you could already tell like the difference in a lot of the other Mogwais or Gremlins are like a lot more, you start noticing a lot more aggressive tendency, especially with Stripe, who gets dubbed Stripe because of the little stripe of hair on his head. So he gives one of the Gremlins to his teacher, Mr. Hansen, so he can like look into giving it like kind of like what it is and starts doing experiments on it. One night he's eating a sandwich and it's like right about to be midnight, and the other Gremlins trick Billy into feeding them after midnight because they make it think, because Billy thinks, because he looks at his clock initially thinking it looks like it's like 11:40, like a little bit after 11:30, so it's not exactly midnight yet. So he gets tricked into feeding them, and he feeds them the very next day. All of them are in like a cocoon, like an egg, and I really love like the practical things. Even on the eggs look trippy. Like then that night, the eggs hatch, and this is where we see basically their true form. These big, scaly, devil-looking creatures, which I really love the design. I really like. While I like Gizmo's design, don't get me wrong. It's all cutesy and stuff. I actually love just the regular Gremlins. They just it's such a trippy design because it's scary enough for kids, but it's not over the top. That's like one of the things of reasons I love that this movie came out when it did, because I feel like if it came out now, the Gremlins would look very over, because Hollywood is over stylized now at times. The design would be overly convoluted and it would not look good at all. They kept the design simple. Both forms, like even Gizmo, it starts off as cutesy, furry creature, and then it's these big, scaly looking motherfuckers. So they start like torturing Gizmo for a bit because these are the ones that are back at Billy's house with his mom, and oh my god, I'm gonna go into that really quick. His mom just goes fucking like not Rambo, but like she just goes fucking crazy and starts taking them out. Like she throws one of them in like a grinder of some kind, and then she stabs the shit out of one, and then throws one in the microwave. It's like, goddamn. So after saving it, Mr. Hansen gets killed by one of them, the now fully grown Gremlins. And it's like, yeah, these things kill people. It's like, my god. Like, yeah, you think it's like this cutesy movie. Like, even in, like, they cause a little bit of havoc, but like, no, they straight up kill people. Like, because even like later, they straight up run over a couple. Run over, I think that's the one where, yeah, Mrs. Deagle dies. So, kill Mr. Hansen. Billy goes back to the YMCA because he has to go. I should have mentioned, yeah, the character Kate, she's basically his girlfriend. I think they have decent enough chemistry. It's like the human characters are okay. Like I think the dad's probably my favorite of the human characters, along with Wing, Mr. Wing. You see later, but I do think they're fine. Like they're serviceable. I do like Kate's little backstory. Why she doesn't like Christmas, which she goes into later. So after throwing one of Stripe. They throw Stripe in the pool, and then he's, spawns more Gremlins and they cause havoc. And that's probably like my favorite fucking part of the movie. When they're all at the theater. I think the other funny one is one's like, I think at like a bar. He has like looks like whiskey, and he's smoking a cigarette. It's fucking great. Like, that's one of the things about this movie. It's literally for all ages. Like, you can watch this for kids, but you can watch this as an adult and enjoy it. So, start causing havoc, and then, yeah, they start taking out the Gremlins, not Barry. Wow. Fucking Billy and Kate. Then they corner Stripe at I think it's like a factory of some kind. And they expose Stripe to sunlight. And before that, this is where Kate goes into why she doesn't like Santa or Christmas, because she learned that Santa wasn't real. And I think also her dad died. So it was like very sad little backstory of why she doesn't like Christmas. And yeah, but when Stripe gets exposed to sun, you see his skeleton. Is like, my god, this movie goes pretty hard. Like it's not bloody, but you do see a lot. Well, you see a lot of gremlin guts, but the gremlins straight up kill people. This movie isn't just for kids. I think that's the one thing I've always loved about movies back then is they did blur the lines at times. You know, like these are movies like there are movies like back a lot of them. Like you could just you could show both. You know, you could show this to kids, but you could also watch this as an adult and understand a lot of the dirty jokes. So after killing Gizmo, Mr. Wing comes back and kind of admonishes them, you know, Western society for basically not treating them right, and that's why he didn't sell the Gizmo, but he sees that Billy and Gizmo have a connection, so he takes Gizmo back, and it's one of those scenes like where it's a send off scene, but it's done very well, and but it's just an awesome movie, and basically tells Billy he can come back when he's ready, and yeah, this is an awesome movie. It's just one of the things I love. It goes like there's no slow point. Once it gets going, it gets going. I really love the practical effects. Like it's one of the things like when I was watching it yesterday, I was just really loving was the practical effects. Just I'm like, my God, this looks really good. I love the music. I love like it has multiple tones and it actually knows how to like it knows how to balance these tones. Yeah, it's comedic, but it also has I'm not gonna say it has horror-ish elements. I mean, I still wouldn't fully call it horror, but it's little bits in there. You know, sci-fi even kind of because of what the creatures of the evolving and stuff. I just love it. I love Gremlins. One of my favorite Christmas movies. Um, just all around an awesome flick. I just think it's simple, and I think that's one of the reasons like why simplicity works. You know, not everything needs to be overly complicated. So, but yeah, that's my opinion on Gremlins. I need to rewatch this again way sooner than I need to. I probably might watch this again before the holiday goes away. But yeah, we'll be doing Gremlins too. I'll probably just do it after the holidays, just to get it out the way. But um, but besides that, I will be doing The Happening tomorrow. Oh my God, The Happening is like I said, it is a historically bad movie. It is one of those you're gonna contemplate life and everything and all in one. You just why is this made? How did the guy who made Signs, one of the greatest movies ever made, make this? Mark Wahlberg, who's a good actor. There's actually some good actors in this movie. John Leguizamo's in it, you know. He's an actor and other stuff, and then in this, it's just everybody is bad. Zoe Deschanel, oh my God. Zoe Deschanel, I have she is probably like some of the worst acting I've seen in an actress in general in a movie. Like it is sad because she's another one who I'm like I've seen her in some good stuff or even all right stuff. I'm like okay, she's decent. What the fuck? It oh my God. But we did get, in my opinion, one of the funniest scenes. What? No. So, and you get some funny Mark Wahlberg faces. So, I guess that's the only good thing to come out of it. But yeah, I'll be reviewing that tomorrow. Yeah, basically, we're in the dark dog shit section of M. Night movies. Because after this is like The Last Airbender. So, it's like, my God, M. Night. What happened? Anyway. I'll be cheersing out. But I really did enjoy Gremlins. Gremlins is iconic for a reason. There's a reason even today, Gizmo and Stripe, all like why people buy a lot of those NECA figures and a lot of the stuff just because everyone loves that movie. So talk to y'all tomorrow and cheers on. Peace out. So 10 out of 10 film. But as usual, fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Kamala Harris. I'll be my soul. You'll see my soul die tomorrow while reviewing The Happening. But I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace.